Hello, Magic players. Well, even though we were told Strixhaven previews wouldn't be starting until Thursday, we just all knew that wasn't going to be the case, now didn't we? Over on Twitter today, Sean Plott shows off our first preview card for the new set, a 3-mana mythic rare, Kasmina Enigma Sage. For green, blue, and a colorless, Kasmina starts off at 2 loyalty and has a static ability that says each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasmina Enigma Sage. Her +2 allows you to scry 1. For -X, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, then put X +1/+1 counters on it. Remember, the B in Benoit B. Mandelbrot stands for Benoit B. Mandelbrot. Fractal tokens? I bet we never see the end of those. Finally, -8, search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with this planeswalker, exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Can't just let me have another way to cast Villainous Wealth, can ya? Also on Twitter, actor Danny Trejo, the Machete himself, previews another mythic rare planeswalker, Professor Onyx, with the type line Legendary Planeswalker Liliana, For black at 4, she comes in with 5 loyalty counters and has a static ability with a new italicized keyword, Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. For +1, you lose 1 life, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. -3, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. And -8, each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times. What in the world are they trying to do to me here? Over on Good Morning Magic today, Gavin Verhey doesn't reveal a full card, but provides some teases for the Strixhaven Commander decks. Artwork and names for 3 of the face cards were revealed today. Willow Dusk will lead the Witherbloom black and green deck, Osgir will head up the red and white Lorehold deck, and Zephi will be the head of the red and blue Prismari deck. And since I was out on Friday, I wasn't feeling quite great, so I took a half day. I'm feeling better now, though. We're going to go over one quick thing that came out on Friday. Mark Rosewater loves his teasers, and he posted his usual new set teases to his blogatog for Strixhaven. Probably the most exciting tidbit was that the card featuring the likeness of Paulo Vitor Damaterosa for winning the 2019 World Championships will appear in Strixhaven. Paulo will only be the second world champion to have their likeness appear on a card after Javier Dominguez appeared on Fervent Champion in Throne of Eldraine. Rosewater's other hints include things you can expect, like a white card with the rules text, draw 3 cards, and introduction of a new evergreen keyword, some rules text that will be found on cards, such as whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, and pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders, and some creature type lines from the set, such as Troll Druid and Frog Wizard. Make sure to check out these previews and get your Strixhaven single and sealed product pre-orders in over at starcitygames.com/previews. In more competitive news, the Road to the Strixhaven Championship continued this last weekend with the SCG Tour Online. 301 players competed on Sunday, and after the Swiss rounds, half of the top 12 decks featured the combo of Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven, including the champion, Daniel Toledo, on Jund Food with Giganta as a companion. 3 other competitors were also on Jund Food, while 2 more were on Jund Sacrifice with Giganta as a companion. The rest of the top 12 consisted of 2 copies of Sultai Ramp with Yorion as a companion, and single copies of Gruul Aggro, Mono Blue Spirits, Selesnya Company, and Mono Red Aggro with Giganta as a companion. Can anything stop Cat Oven and Historic other than banning of either piece? Ideally, we'll find out more this weekend during the Kaldheim Championship. Speaking of set championships, for your chance to qualify for the next 5K Strixhaven Championship qualifier, head over to scgtouronline.starcitygames.com and register for one of the standard satellite events taking place this weekend. That's your Magic the Gathering news for today, Monday, March 22nd. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this has been Split Second.